What's up, everybody? Badass Games. We're going to be doing the Alexandria levels now, and I'm glad to be finally doing this for you guys. Whoa. We are going to be just starting off right here, and where we left off after the train. We're going to be doing the Egyptian adventure and doing the little block puzzle in the coastal ruins, and that's going to be the end of the video. So it's going to be about maybe 20 minutes. And that's what I'm expecting. Oh, every single time I start a new level, it always draws my pistols. Well, the first thing we're actually going to need to do is actually take out some scorpions. These guys are bad because they poison. What the? It takes 2 shots to take that. Oh, I probably had my wide shot. Yeah, my wide shot selected. That's why I took so many hits. Okay. Alright. Pick up the small med pack that's there in the corner. And there's nothing else there. Let me actually get my normal shot. I'm going to need them. Alright, so as we come out here, we're going to get some music. And you'll notice this guy gunning for that. He's actually gunning for this room right here. I guess he's going to go warn some people that you're here. I think I'm just going to let that be. I don't think I'm going to go in there and kill some guys. But if you want some kills, you're going to have to go in there and kill 2 assassins that are in there. Okay, we come around here. We'll notice that there's a bike here that we can't get. But we get some shotgun shells to make up for it, which is cool. Alright, now, another thing that we could do is actually open this door. Inside of here is another assassin. Yeah. And also, and that's basically about it. Well, there's a secret in there, which we'll get here in a second, but we need to actually go inside of this building right over here. So we open this door the same way we did the other one. And just walk up the steps. And we're going to get a cutscene with Muse.
Lara, you are alive. I feared for you. What's...
Von Croy has the amulet.
Ah, this is bad. But he doesn't yet have the armor. There is still time to prepare for set.
Jean, I'm tired. Give a girl a break.
My dear, when all this is over, you can retire. But now we must move swiftly. My men dive in the bay for remnants of Cleopatra's lost palaces.
Cleopatra?
Yes. She realized the armor's significance and had it brought here. Some was subsequently scattered, but...
And where would you recommend I start looking?
In the catacombs under Alexandria, my diggers have unearthed chambers connected to the Great Library. This would hold the true location of Cleopatra's palaces. We have yet to find a way in, but you...
Take me there.
There is a problem.
Von Croy.
Yes. His dig is expanding, crossing many of my own tunnels. Of course, my men would no longer work when Von Croy's thugs appeared on the scene.
Time to introduce myself to Werner's loyal workforce.
First, you must get into the catacombs. Von Croy has them completely sealed up, and I fear he will soon have the armor.
Over my dead body.
This I fear also. I shall wait here for news. Return if you feel I can help in any way. Good luck, Clara. I fear you may need it.
I make my own luck.
Ooh, she is a badass, isn't she? Okay, before we actually leave this place, there's some stuff here on this shelf that we are gonna really want, including that laser sight. Yeah, that's pretty imperative here. Some crossbow bolts, normal shot, and some shotgun shells. And also, if we actually take a look over here, there is some more shotgun shells on the floor here. If I can get lined up on them and grab them. And then we actually want to head out here. You're going to draw your shotgun or some Uzis or something. Or even your pistols if that's what you're into. There's going to be guys shooting you. But it's like, whatever. Now there's another guy over here. Take care of him. He drops some Uzi clips, actually. Fortunately, we'll pick those up. Oh, I don't want to fall down just yet. That was close. What we want to do is we actually want to open up the secret that I mentioned earlier. Do a running jump over to here and just grab this ledge and then shimmy around this corner. fall and grab this switch, and that's going to open up the secret door. The secret's actually inside of here, where we killed the assassin, and now this door is open and we get some items. It includes large med pack, and it looks like 2 normal shot crossbow bolts. Sweet. Take out that shotgun again. And we're gonna go in here and kill another guy. He actually drops a small med pack. Now we actually don't need to worry about life too much because we're actually gonna get a loading screen. And technically you could actually bounce between these 2 areas to fill your health up. I'm gonna avoid that at all costs. The only time I'm actually gonna load the screen is when I actually need to. For the no med pack run, because it's not very fair. It's kind of a cheat. But before we actually fall down, or before we actually go all the way down there, don't forget to grab the small med pack that's there in the shadows. Okay, now we're actually going to begin what's called the Egyptian Adventure. So let's take out the shotgun. Let's actually not waste any good ammo. And blow this thing away. Oh yeah, the music's baller. Okay, now there's a few ways you can go. You're not going to slide down there, not just yet. Or you can go down there, but yeah, it's just nothing but death for now. We actually need something special before we go down there. And that something special is actually through this area right here. When we walk in here, Lara's going to look in the mirror. She's going to see something very interesting going on here. Like, the floor looks normal without the mirror, but if you look in the mirror, it tells you where all the bad spikes are. I'm actually going to save my game, because this can get very hairy. And now that that's done, let's take a look at the mirror. Okay, right in front of me is actually some spikes, so let me get over here and, yeah, we're safe here. You can also look on the floor and see the glitches if you can angle the camera properly. But I wouldn't rely on that, because it's not very accurate. Just look at that mirror and see where you gotta stand. So this tile, this tile, this tile. Sweet. And yes, the spikes are one-hit deaths, basically. Just like that. Not fair. Not fair. Okay, let's load this game back up. Alright, let's try this one more time. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, those spikes hit you, you die. So let's not get hit this time. I want to actually stand a little bit further back. And then we're going to hop over the spikes. Good, good. And now you see that, look, the crossbow is actually invisible. It's not even there on the floor. So how do we get it? Well, it's actually there. You just gotta use a little bit of intuition to understand that that's where it's at. Okay, now we gotta get back to the steps. I'm gonna go the way that I came here. Maybe I wanna take a step back and hop. Yes. Okay. So just keep referencing that mirror if you ever want to know which tiles are safe. In this case, I know which way I came, and so I'll just go back that way, and we make it back safely. Now we actually have the crossbow now. Let's actually combine this thing with the laser sight, because we're going to need that. Well, technically we don't, but we also have different types of ammo for this thing. We have the normal crossbow bolts, which just do damage as if they were pistols. I'm not sure what kind of damage they do. I'm not sure how powerful it is. But we also have poison ammo. I'm going to have to use that on some enemies, but not on the type of enemies that we're going to encounter from here on out in this video. Let's see, we got the explosive ammo. Now that is very handy, and in fact we're going to use that here right now. So we want to equip that, and I've got a crossbow that explodes now. Whoa, what was that? Oh jeez. No, actually he's just a toy. He's there to freak you out. The guy is going insane. Now what we want to do, I'm actually going to save my game before I go down here too, because I'm a pansy. Alright, now that that is accomplished, let's get our crossbow out. We got explosive ammo bolts. As soon as we slide down here, Lara's going to stumble on this thing, wait for that gate to open, and just pop one off. And actually, you may have to, I guess you have to aim a little bit higher. Oh well, I wasted an ammo. Whatever. We blow them all away, and then, yeah, what you saw there with all the spikes just lifted up, and now it's actually safe to traverse this. As you approach this emblem, he's going to drop this token on the ground. Pick that up. We need that. And then this is how we actually get out of here. Alright, now that we have the token, let's go back up here where I went into the spike room to pick up the crossbow bolt. Let's bypass that and go into the next room. In here we actually have I guess it's a snake charmer. And Laura wants to see a show, so she's gonna pop that token into this coin slot. And he spazzes out, but at least he raises a rope for us that, well, I guess was supposed to be a snake. I don't understand how it works. That's amazing. Okay, let's climb this thing all the way to the top here, because there are some items up here we need, that we require. It's absolutely necessary. Okay, first and foremost, there's a piece of wood right here. And secondly, there's a hook right here that's discolored from the other two. Use your crowbar on that thing, and she's gonna pop it out of the wall. Now that we have these two items, let's we can actually combine these, and we get the hook and pole. And we're gonna see what that's used for here in a second. Okay, let's exit this Egyptian adventure area, going through this doorway here. Standing right here, well, let's take a look. Oh, there's some keys right there. Well, that's what the hook and pole's for. She's actually going to use that and grab those keys. Very carefully now. You don't want to lose the pole in there. Grab it. Get it. Yes! Now she tosses the keys. She doesn't actually put them in the inventory. And if you notice, she actually put the hook and pole back on her back. But if we go back in our inventory, we see that it's not there. So we don't have that anymore. Yeah, it's very deceiving of them to do that. But you have to make sure that you pick up the keys. You don't pick up the keys, then yeah, that's gonna suck. Okay, now we have everything from the Egyptian adventure. Let's get out of here. Whoops, wrong direction. Okay, now we're given a chance to either go left or right. You can go left, but you'll end up on the right side anyway, so this is the proper way to go. Go into here and just fall in the water, I suppose. I guess you could have hopped the gap. But I like to make Laura wet. Let's hop into this hole here, climb up into the crawl space. And then we just back out of this thing. We're in this little crevice area. There's really nothing in here. It's just sort of here for fun. And then we have a ladder here, though. This is actually a ladder. It's kind of, I don't know, it kind of blends into the wall. It's really hard to tell that that's actually where you're supposed to go, but at least I thought so at first. It makes sense when you actually... Alright, now that we've done that, we're gonna actually enter this area, like an outdoor area, and it's actually on the coast. We get a cutscene that's gonna show us a couple of things. What's going on here? A couple entrances, and the right way they block off. Like, that's the way I'm supposed to go over there on the left side, and they blocked it off. Sweet. And that platform has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so this is what you want to do. We actually want to claim some items in this area before we go where we're supposed to go. And those items, come on. And then you got a camera angle here. It's kind of annoying, but I guess we could have climbed this thing from the side. Let's aim for that cubby over there. You can actually see the item there. And I didn't even press the jump button. I pressed the action button. Okay, another shot. There we go. And now we're gonna claim some more normal shot crossbow bolts. Alright, now let's get on over to this side. I'm actually gonna save my game again, because this part is pretty... There's another item we can claim here, but this part's pretty tough. You can get stuck, and so I recommend saving here. If you know what you're doing, then you won't have an issue. Alright, so now that we're saved, let's fall in the water here. Very easy, like I said, it's very easy to get stuck here. And I wish you the best. Look, it just sucked me right in there. Alright, but the item is actually over here in this crevice. And it's some, I believe those are super grenades, maybe? Grenades, at any rate. Okay, now here's the hard part, because we gotta go... I actually gotta turn around, I wanna go this way. And Lara's like, I can't push down right now. If that happens to you, just turn around, and then try again. And eventually Lara should make it. I had a hard time with this. And there we go. So I really didn't need to save. But I'm glad I did. Okay, now we're actually going to encounter an enemy. And I believe the only way to take care of these guys is to blow them away with something that explodes. You can also actually shoot their heads off if you can actually aim with your weapon. Like I can use a normal crossbow bolt and shoot them in the head, and they will run around like an idiot, which is pretty funny, but they don't actually die, and it's always cool to make things blow up anyway. Okay, yet another cutscene. We see these two skeletons that are pissed off, and they're gonna come running after you. Somehow, I guess they're Tomb Raiders, or they were Tomb Raiders or something. I don't know what's going on here. It's confusing. Okay, so I'm pointing my crossbow at them. I'm actually gonna wait a sec, because there's a chance to actually kill these guys with one shot, because, I mean, this is an explosive bow. Let me, there we go. And it's done. Okay. Now what we need to do is we actually want to go up here. We're going to be doing some loading, because for some reason they put this area, this block puzzle, in between two levels, or between two loading screens. It's kind of annoying because we have to go into the next level, load the screen, and then do something, come back out, go into the next area, get another loading screen, do something, come back out, and then, yeah, we're going to see some serious loading screens here. So luckily, I actually have some comments here ready to go for these loading screens. Okay, I got one here from Rodman93 Diago, and I just want to applaud you, man, for knowing where the reference comes from. Congratulations. Yes, it is an Ozzy Osbourne reference. Alright, now that we are in this area, we want to head over here into the right. We want to push this button in. It's going to raise this floor. Okay, then this is actually in this level here. We got to actually leave to get to it, because it's actually underneath this platform. Now, the entire goal here is to actually move that big pillar that we saw right over there on the right-hand side. We need to move that guy all the way to the end here. That is the goal. Once he gets there, we can continue into the next level. But I can't move him, because as soon as I stand on this platform, it sinks. And I can't, you know, this being a tile-based game, I can't actually move this guy. There is no way to do that. So what we do is we should go and support that platform a little bit better. We need a little bit better support on it. So that's what we're going to go do. Another loading screen. I'm just going to skip this one. Sweetness. Now on our way back, we actually have some items right up here we can grab. Includes some wide shot ammo and and a small med pack. Sweet. And that would be a bad place to fall from. But we do want to get down to the bottom here. Okay. Right here is actually a ladder that you can grab on your... Well, I guess we don't need... whatever. So now that we're down here, there's a little puzzle here we gotta take care of. Right there is a crawl space that we can get into, but above that's a huge boulder. And it's gonna crush Lara if we try to get in there. There's two ways you can get rid of the boulder, okay? The boulder actually falls as soon as you stand on that elevated tile there. So you can just hop on it and hop off. Or, I'll do it the proper way, the way that designers actually wanted me to do it. You grab this torch and you light it in this flame here. You can stand a fair distance away from it and not have to worry about it. You bring this torch over here to the rope, you hop up, and it catches on fire. That fire is going to burn the rope and cause that boulder to fall. Now make sure you're not in its pathway, because it's going to fall and roll here. And that would hurt. So now that that's out of the way, let's actually go up into here. And we're going to encounter this door. Now this door looks similar to the one that we opened just before, but the thing about this one is you actually use the crowbar on it to open it. That crowbar comes in very handy, and we never lose it. You know, it's always... she keeps putting it back in her backpack, which is nice. Unlike the hook and pole, it could have came in even more handy. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, now we get another loading screen. So I'll skip past that one. Now that we're in this area, we continue into this part. Then this pillar right here, this is actually movable also. And you'll notice that that platform I'm standing on right now is the one that we raised, and we can actually move this guy onto it. Now if we look up, we actually see that this is actually directly underneath that floating platform that we saw a little bit. Now we've got some support underneath it. We can go back and finish moving that block. Hooray. Back into this area again. Now they could have actually... I don't understand, like, they could have actually put all that puzzle stuff into the actual, like, the next level. So now we gotta climb up out of this. Oh, that's a wall. Lara's acting pretty unintelligent today. Whoa! That would have been bad. So let's traverse this little ledge thing again, and we're gonna get another loading screen. So I got a comment for this one by Botticella89, and this person says, "It is a shame that despite Von Croy's wealth, he employs Assassin's Creed rejects. If Ezio or Altair were around, Lara would be dead, or she would have them on her side." Which is so true. So true. Okay. We're back into this area. And, I never said what actually moving the block over to this thing does. It actually opens that door right there, and we can go into the next area. Alright, so let's move this guy out. Just put him there in the center. Get behind him and push him all the way to the end. All the way to the end. And it takes a lot of strength for Lara to do this. I'm surprised, you know, she's pretty small. That's a pretty big block. And she's only pushing it just as fast as she pushes everything else. Pretty impressive. Okay, so something in particular is going to happen when we push this all the way to the end. Besides opening the door, there's something else that happens. And that something is a spirit is going to spawn and start chasing Lara, and we gotta get rid of him. So there he is. Oh, geez, what do? We actually want to go into this door, and we want to avoid him. He's actually just a normal, everyday spirit. He's not fire, he's not ice, he's just a spirit. He doesn't set you on fire, but we actually want to take him to his grave, which is right here, and he already found it. Good kid. Good guy. Thanks, guy. Whoa. And he's going to float around that thing for a little while, and eventually he crashes into it and perishes. That's what that sound was, and we didn't get to see it, and I'm sorry. But now that that's done, the next thing we want to do is slide... Well, let me back up a little bit here. We got to be careful here. We want to make sure that we don't die. Don't die. Good. Slide down the pole. All the way down. And then we run to the end over here. We get a door that opens. And it shuts behind us. So what do we do? Oh, what's all the shaking all about? Oh my gosh. Well, let's pull this lever and see what happened here. This thing raises and we notice that, oh, we're nowhere near where we were. It actually moved out from there, so that's pretty... Or either that or the platform raised. But now we stand here and we get a little cutscene. Let's see what the catacombs look like. And we get to stare 2 ropes in the face that aren't even right in front of you. Yeah, screw that.